Well, good morning, everyone. Happy 5th Sunday of November. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We did. We had family there, about 10 people, family ate with us on Thursday, so it was a wonderful time to spend with family. So let's get this party started, shall we? One more Thanksgiving service. And then we'll move on to our holiday-themed Christmas. So let's all stand up and sing these songs for the last time this year. All of our blessed and thankful and grateful songs. We're going to start out today with This Door is Open to You. 2, 3, 4. No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, there's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you come to stay a while or you're just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the bliss out to the turn out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble, pain you're going through, know that you are not alone. Someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. All right. Just seeing if you were paying attention there. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4. I'm so glad that we are here. Feel the Spirit ever near. Yeah. We are friends. love that. Please be seated, everybody. All right, and if there's any kids, please go with Miss Steph. Warm holiday greetings to everybody. As you can see, we were visited yesterday by Christmas elves. If you were not here yesterday, about 24 hours ago, there was a party going on right here, a celebration that will last throughout the new year. That's right. So yes, there was a party in here yesterday. Everybody was decorating. Everybody's having a great time being together in community. And if you missed it, well, that was your first Christmas present that you did not receive. So one lump of coal for you in your stocking. But there will be plenty other opportunities for us to come together. It is the holiday season, and we are a vibrant community. So let me ask, yes, Julie, will you please tell us what's going on? You look like the bottom of a tree, so. And since you work at a nursery, then that makes all the sense in the world.
It's a new dawn.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. It's a new life for me and you. And I'm feeling good. Ooh. There we go.
I would say it once more with feeling, but that had a lot of feeling.
That did. I was singing so much with these last two songs that my voice kind of got shaky there. So always incredible. Right. Always. So thank you all for bringing that joy. Yeah, I mean, many ways to use a tree skirt, just letting you know. This is a reference to an old show. I think Reverend Deb has referenced this before with Bernice and the tree skirt story and Designing Women, right? And I'm like, she's got something there. I'm just saying. I bought this, and this one is from the 90s, actually, and it's very celestial. So I like to know that I had good taste even back in the 90s. Yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah, just good things going on. It is a festive time of the year, and I know for me, I finally slowed down a little bit and made myself slow down to watch some movies and Stranger Things, and yeah, so I finished volume 1, and it thrills me to know that they reference all these 80s things, and it's incredible. Back to the Future. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's incredible. And what's scarier than Vecna in this show, and if you know who that is, you know, scary. But what's scarier are those late 80s, the apparel in the late 80s. I don't know what's scarier, that kind of stuff. But I love how they reference some really good books, A Wrinkle in Time, and it's one of my favorites. I couldn't find my original copy because I had this in the classroom. Yes, I did. And back in the day. And I don't know if this is one of the band, but I love this book. So I went to a bookstore last night and got not just one copy, but 3, because I loved all the covers. And I even found a graphic novel of it. So super excited about that. So yeah, it's a time to slow down a little bit, right? And just receive. Just be. So yeah, good food, finding all kinds of fun places where I live. Had, let's see, Fezingen last night, so some good Persian food. And trying something every other night, just something new. So that's going to be my little thing. And it's a fun thing to try out, right? So good food. So am I going on with these? So we've got a few announcements, of course, and this is the last Sunday of the month. And we're going in strong with December. And I thought, do I want to wear a hat today? And you know I do. You know I do. Force is strong with me. All right. So join Steph for Happy Class Tuesdays at 6. Where fitness meets fun, this Tuesday's class will feature a cardio drumming rock out design for everybody. Cost is only $10, and sign-ups are in the front room. You're cordially invited to the Many Paths Spiritual Center Holiday Social, not special. It's a special social is what it is. And that's on Friday, December 5th. That is this Friday.
It's this Friday.
This Friday night. And that's at 7 o'clock. Come join us in the merriment of the season. Food, fun, and festivities. No need to RSVP. Your presence is welcome and anticipated. It's going to be karaoke.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna-
Surprise us.
If
It's
I
always
tell
better.
you, you might not show up.
That,
so
I don't know. I know
I'll
I'll
leave you
always be there
wondering
for
about that.
karaoke. I think, yeah, it'll be a nice surprise. Bring your light as we celebrate the love all around us. If you would like to help with food, there's a sign up in the front room. Hope to see you then. Come with bells on. Join us December 24th at 6:30 for a special 1-hour traditional and intimate Christmas Eve candlelight service. It's going to be so nice. We will hear the Christmas story, sing beloved Christmas carols, join together in the spirit of this special season. It's magical. This service is the perfect time to invite friends and loved ones to share in your spiritual community. Join us for a pranic energy healing clinic on the third Sunday of each month. Deborah Champion of these clinics here, these great workshops, hosting the event that is open to anyone who is open to energy healing. The clinic will be open from 4 to 6 in the sanctuary on December the 21st, and we all appreciate that, and we're loving the togetherness and everything. And again, it was the time to bring out the sweaters, right? So your lack of cheer is disturbing, as Vader says, but that's okay. I mean, if you're not cheerful, that's okay. Be you, be whatever, but be good at it. Yeah, just drink all that hot chocolate and watch those movies. All right, so all activity or meeting links and contact numbers can be found on the website, Weekly Happenings, Google Calendar, or you can always email the church, and you guys have a merry week.
Good morning, Many Paths Spiritual Center. Good morning, Many Paths Spiritual Center. Let's begin this portion of our service by taking a deep centering breath. Today's centering thought is, the presence of the divine within me is my source of courage. If we want to have a greater, more expansive experience of life, we must be brave and move beyond the anxiety that holds us back. When we go within and ask ourselves, how is fear stopping me from living my life of dreams? We can begin to peel back the layers of thought that obscure us from the truth that we have the spark of the divine within us. When we can live in that place of the divine connection, fear, anxiety, and worry are depleted. How we view ourselves has a strong bearing on how we handle those moments of stress. If we tell ourselves, I'm just not able to cope with all this, we will have a greater degree of difficulty getting through that experience. But if we go within and touch the peace, joy, and love that the Creator of the universe has planted within us, we can find the power within us to rise above the worldly situation. The presence of the divine within us is our source of courage. When we develop a ritual of silence, meditation, and spiritual community, we can have a process to turn to when life seems chaotic. When we activate this process in our daily lives, we can return to any activity with a new sense of confidence and strength. Where are you in your spiritual journey? Have you developed your own ritual to reset your inner world when life throws you a curveball? Maybe it's time for us to remember that all the material that created the universe lies within us. When we go within the silence and remember who we are, we can find bravery that we need to face whatever life sends us. Now repeat these affirming statements after me. Through my personal ritual of silence, meditation, and spiritual community, I have a process to turn to when life seems chaotic. When I go into the silence, remember who I truly am, I can find the courage I need to face whatever life sends my way.
When I go into the silence and remember who I truly am, I can find
Love, peace, and joy are mine as I travel through and along my spiritual path. And so it is.
So it is. Well, that kind of flows directly into our next song, We Are Blessed to Have One Another. It is a joy for me, it's been a joy for me every week to sing this song as I look out at all of you. We are blessed to have one another, a chosen family. Together we stand. We are blessed to be sister and brother. We are blessed. So if you see me looking down at my lyrics, it's not because I don't know the song. I know it very well. It's so that I won't cry. Or if I'm like focusing on that corner or something like that, that's why. Because this song means so much and it's so perfect for where we are as a community with each other. So let's all stand up and sing it one last time for 2025. Please be seated.
All right, let's just get it out of the way, okay? How about them doors? I was sitting back there thinking to myself, maybe only Jason and John will get this joke, but what did Eli Stowers say to Diego Pavia?
What?
This door is open to you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. All right. Good game. Good game. Who? Yeah. So I hope you all have been filled with turkey and football and family and fun and friends and all that kind of stuff. And And sometimes when we get together with family, we carry a kind of residue with us. Residue that was already there, maybe. Sometimes residue that gets heaped on, and it comes in the form of other people's opinions about you, other people's expectations of you, something that one person said when you were 7 years old, right? Something that you carry. So since we've gone through one of our major Western holidays with Thanksgiving, and we're getting ready to ease into the next major Western holiday of the holiday season of Christmas, I want us to do a little cleansing of that residue. So I invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable in your seat. Whatever feels tense, send it the message that it can relax. Maybe you hold your tension in your neck. I tend to hold it in my jaw. Sometimes we have tension in our hips, our wrists. We don't even know where all of that tension comes from. Very subtly and slowly over the years of our life, we've possibly turned it into a performance that we believe will get the best reaction. We showed our true selves once, and we didn't like the way someone reacted. It felt like a judgment. And so we've created a barrier, a protecting wall. And that opinion that we think someone else has of us becomes like an oversized, bulky coat that we wear everywhere we go. It gets in the way. It impedes our movement. Perhaps it makes us hotter than we should be in an already hot situation. So I want you to envision unbuttoning that coat, one button at a time. You can do it. You're allowed to. It's the coat you carry. Unbutton the second button, and the third, and the fourth. And then imagine slipping it off your right shoulder and pulling your right arm out of that bulky coat. Then you pull out your left shoulder and your left arm, and you're holding it, the whole coat, in your hand. And then you just let it fall at your feet. You can leave it there. You don't have to pick it back up. It wasn't yours. You just made some silent agreement to carry it. And now you get to make a silent agreement to carry it no more. feel the freedom that brings you in the stillness, in the silence. Oh, how good it feels to be free. Wouldn't it be great if we could live in this freedom all the time? Well, the good news is that we can, because we carry our freedom with us. It's what's left when we remove all the coats we've agreed to carry, all the baggage we've slung over our shoulder, all the experiences and the expectations and the opinions. When we let them go, we lose nothing except our prison.
So blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed.
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to throw that on the screen like that. Just going to throw it right on up there, just like that. Ooh, Lordy, let me just tell you. We're going to talk about other people's opinions today. Because you know that's our business, other people's opinions. It's not. You know the old saying, what other people think of me is none of my business, right? Well, that's all well and good, but tell your interior self that, right? Tell yourself to let go of it. So how many of you do what we did on Thanksgiving? You watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and then you watch the National Dog Show, right? Because that is the greatest thing on Thanksgiving. And you watch the best of the best. Some of you may not know, in a former life, I was in the dog show circle for a brief time, I know. It was my ex, it was her thing. But anyway, so I just followed around. The most amazing thing in the world is going to one of these dog shows, however, and you're in this huge exhibition space, and there are hundreds of dogs, and there's no barking. And these are the most well-behaved dogs in the world. I mean, they're the best of the best. Did you know that there is a Best in Rescue Dog show? Hallmark Channel puts it on. They don't do it every year. I think the last one was in 2022. But they do it every couple of years. They've done it more than once. And there's a Best in Rescue Dog. Isn't he amazing? I just love him so much. And there's all kinds of different areas where they can be judged. Best in underbite, best in belly rubs, best in snoring, best in senior dog, best in couch potato, best in special needs, right? Because we all know that they're called rescue dogs because they rescue us, right? They come along and they rescue us. And that little guy right there, who I believe won best in underbite, I'm pretty sure. If not, he should have. He should have. And I mean, the hairstyle is amazing. But I look at, does he know that he has an underbite? Does he? I don't think he does. Does he know that when people look at him, they go, oh, look at that cute little underbite? He doesn't know. What he knows is love. And what he knows is, am I with my pack or not? Am I with my folks, right? We get on the bed every night, all the dogs, the cat, we call it pack time. It's time for pack time, right? And we just have pack time with all of our little bundles of unconditional love. By the way, the winner, they always represent a certain kennel, a certain rescue organization or shelter, and they get a $100,000 grant, that rescue organization does, for the winner. So it's all for a good cause. You know, we like to say, and sometimes it's even true, we like to say that we don't care about other people's opinions. But we do, right? We do care about other people's opinions. Most of the time, that's not really true. We know that's kind of a goal we're reaching for, and I'm getting to the point where I just don't care about other people's opinions. I almost put a Winston Churchill quote up here today, except I ended up disagreeing with it. He said, when we're 20, we care what other people think. When we're 40, we don't care what other people think of us. And when we're 60, we realize they were never thinking of us at all, right? And I didn't put that up there because when we're 40, we really do care about what other people think about us, right? We work with that. This is a subtle burden that most of us carry, sometimes without even noticing it, the weight of other people's opinions. And it can show up in our life as a kind of hesitation, a kind of self-editing that we do along the way, the quiet hum of anxiety beneath our choices, right? When I was working my way through college in my 20s, I was bartending. And I'll never forget this. I was working a lunch, a busy lunch, and there's a service bar where all the servers would come get their drinks, right? And then I had the whole bar where people would sit. And so I was in a hurry. I had a strong sense. I didn't realize until I was 60 that I had anxiety. Throughout most of my life, I just called it a healthy sense of urgency, right? And a healthy sense of urgency. And so I was over there slinging drinks, right and left, getting it going. Time is money. And so I noticed that there was this one server, there would be a ticket that would come up with the server's name, and there was this one server who never came and got her own drink. She said this guy, one of the guys who was waiting tables there, he always came up and got her drinks. And I thought to myself, boy, she's really in the weeds, right? That's what they call it in the restaurant business, right? When you're busy, you're really in the weeds. And so pretty soon, things started slowing down. And he kept coming up to get her drinks. And I'm like, is she still busy? And he looked at me and he said, oh, no, she's afraid of you. And I said, I'm the nicest person I know. What are you talking about? He said, oh no, she's very afraid. You're so aggressive, Deb. You're so assertive. I said, no, I'm busy. I'm just busy. But that has stayed with me ever since. And it's colored everything I do. Soften that. You could come across as aggressive. Make sure you say that a little bit softer. Ooh, did you hear yourself there, Deb? Hear yourself how other people are hearing you, right? It's the voice that whispers, what will they think? Even before we act. Even before we do anything. And then there are the words that were said to us long ago that we still carry. We were talking about that over Thanksgiving. I was fortunate enough to be with my family at Thanksgiving. Not all my relatives, but my family, right? And I was fortunate enough to hang out, and my niece even said, she said, isn't it great how all of us just let each other be? The ones who are here, like there's no pressure. Oh, let me tell you, family time with no pressure, gold. It's like you've struck gold. And so I remembered some words that I carried from my childhood. It was something my mother said when I was very, very small. Mothers, those of you who are mothers, you say this stuff. You can't help it, right? If your parents, like, you probably have already said something to Daisy that she's going to be in a therapist office in 30 years. It's just true. It's just the way it works, right? And so my mother, I have a sister, 19 months older than I am, so I had this model of someone who was always just a step ahead of me. And Delinda was a very good piano player. I was only like 5. She was like 7. She was taking piano lessons. And so I said to my mother one day, who was also a piano player, I said, Mommy, I probably said, Mommy, I want to learn how to play the piano. We always had a piano in our house. She said, oh, okay. And so she sat down next to me. Well, my mother stopped moving for one thing. That was a big ask. I didn't realize at 5 what a big ask that was until later. And she sat down next to me. Within about 2 minutes, she said, your fingers are just too small. And she got up and went back to what she was doing, which is what she really wanted to do, right? But all I heard was, your fingers are just too small. And it's one of the earliest memories I have, but I have it crystal clear because I've carried that with me. Your fingers are too small to do that, right? You'll never be a piano player. So we were talking about that, about how we can hear something and we believe it establishes some kind of truth about you. We carry those hurts with us for years. And my niece, who's brilliant, she's just like me. My niece, who's brilliant, actually, she's much more brilliant than I am. This is what she said to me. To the axe, it's just another day, but to the tree, it's everything. Man. To the axe, it's just another day, but to the tree, it's everything. How many of those axe cuts do we carry? How many do we still anticipate? How often does our nervous system stay on high alert in preparation for them, right? For some folks, that is their family experience. I've got to gird my loins to go be around this family, be ready for anything, right? So let's see if we can shine a little bit of light on this. So, carrying other people's opinions of us, those negative opinions, is based in fear, right? That is a fear that we have, a fear that that's who we truly are, a fear that we're inadequate, right? And the other side of that fear is clear. It's really clarity, but clarity doesn't rhyme with fear, so we're going with fear and clear, okay? Fear and clear. And that fear is based in our ego. And that clearness is based in our soul. So this is like where we're leaning over into the fear of the ego, worrying about what people think of us, and what we want to do is shift over into the clarity of our soul. Now, the part of us that fears, it's simply trying to do its job to keep us safe. It's like reptilian brain. It's going, nope, danger, Will Robinson. We're going to keep you safe. But it is the ego that asks, do they like me? What do they think about me? Do they think bad things about me? But the soul asks, am I aligned with what's true? Forget about anything else. Everything else is secondary. Am I aligned with what's true? One question leads to anxiety. The other question leads to freedom. Lao Tzu, the father of Taoism, said, care about other people's approval and you will be their prisoner. Care about other people's approval and you will be their prisoner, right? The opinions of others can become this kind of invisible cage. And then we remember, the work that we do is remembering that the cage door is always open. This door is always open to you. The door that allows you to walk out of your cage, not just to walk in here, but the door that allows you to say, I don't wear that coat anymore. I'm setting it down. I might have to set it down 14 times because I turn around twice and my subconscious has slipped it back on, right? And I go, nope, let's take that off. I don't carry that anymore. Sure, sometimes people have opinions of you that are positive. They feel good, right? I just had my performance review. It was pretty good. I do a good job. It's because I have a strong, healthy sense of urgency. My anxiety got a great performance review. And it feels good to know your boss thinks you're doing a great job, right? Hear good things about yourself. It's okay to bask in those words and enjoy the feeling of warmth and belonging that they bring, but you have to remain unattached to those. Unattached, right? You have to be able to say, yep, okay, that also is not the truth about me. That's one person's opinion about me. I appreciate it, but the truth of me is an aligned soul, right? That doesn't need approval, that is immune to your criticism, right? It's all well and good to say that you don't care what others think, but what practice can we use to convert that tendency? Because we all have that tendency, right? How do we stop and say, I don't want to do that anymore? How can I change that tendency? Well, step one, put the spotlight on compassion. The more I focus on what I think someone thinks of me, the more I become convinced that that is actually what they think of me. I create so many of the opinions that I think other people have about me. It didn't come from them, right? But when I change my focus, if I stop focusing on what others think of me and I change my focus to service and compassion, then interestingly, my own wounds start to heal. Compassionate service is a medicine that heals both the patient and the doctor, both the pharmacist and the customer, both the one in need and the one in need of focusing on something other than their own pain. So we heal each other. My medicine then becomes medicine for both of us. We both benefit. It's like a healing buffet, all you can eat, right? There's a saying that's been attributed to several different people, so I wasn't sure who to attribute it to, but I am not what you think I am. You are what you think I am. Right? This idea of the mirror. Judgment almost always says more about the one doing the judging than the one who is being judged. And when we can kind of understand that, it allows kindness to arise in us. When someone holds an opinion about me that is incorrect or has an idea about me that is incorrect, if I can step into feeling compassion for them because I know that's kind of what they think about themselves. This is an interesting concept. It's one of the concepts that I pushed back the most on early in my spiritual path, where this idea of the mirror, right? What you see, spot it, you got it, that kind of thing. And of course, everyone would say something like this, well, I can spot a pedophile, but I ain't one. Like they've proven something, right? And you missed the point. You missed the point on that. The idea here is that generally speaking, the flaws that I so clearly see in others are the same flaws I carry myself. I'm so in tuned to them, right? I know what they are. And I find that so many times if I find myself slipping into judgment about someone, you know what, I'm really looking in a mirror. That's where the mirror is. Compassion can soften the sting, when I start to understand that the person who's carrying this opinion or this idea about me is someone who is hurting themselves. When we really understand this, we stop contorting ourselves to fit into other people's projections of who we think we are. So it behooves all of us to engage in, of course, as always, the sacred work of authenticity. Now, I want to make it very clear here. I chose a picture here where a woman is taking her makeup off. That doesn't necessarily mean authenticity. Sometimes it's putting makeup on that makes someone more authentic. The idea here is expressing the way that feels most you, right? Whatever feels like the most expression, the natural expression of you. So one of the folks that I saw during my little jaunt to Denver for the holiday was my former brother-in-law, who is my niece's father. We call him, among my sisters, my older sister's probably watching right now, and she's probably going, oh my God, stop talking. We call him the best of the exes, right? That's his role in our family. He's the best of the exes, right? And he's usually around. We usually see him at some point. But he's one of these guys who's just open. He'll talk to anybody. He'll ask you any kind of question. He's always asking some kind of question. He likes to have these big, meaty conversations. And so my niece had warned me. She said, I just want to warn you what Vince's question is right now. His big question that he's asking everybody is, so what do you think of transgender people? And I just went, oh, God. So I knew I was going to see him the next day, so I started thinking about it. You know, I have the benefit of knowing in advance. I got the script in advance. So I can think, what would I really want to say to someone who I know is trying to kind of just a little bit? What would really be, and I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about all the arguments. No, those don't sway anybody, right? What are some of the things I could say? And I finally realized what I would say. I knew that if he asked me, what do you think about transgender people? I was going to say, I love them. Oh my gosh, I have not found a better example of people who are so committed to their own authenticity. What a model for all of us. Wow. And then he never asked the question. And I thought I might bring it up at some point. I don't know. I wanted to answer it so much. But that is that authenticity. It's not self-indulgent. It's spiritual practice. Being your authentic self. And the only way to do that is take off all of the expectations of other people. Stop worrying. When I'm so worried about what other people think of me, I'm not free to love them. Right? Just let it go. Did my mother at one time think my fingers were too small? Yes. Would she remember that today if I talked to her? She probably wouldn't. Wouldn't remember. It stayed with me since I was 5 years old. 51 years I've been carrying that little nugget around. It's no longer a part of her relationship with me, but I still keep it as a part of my relationship with her. And that means it's work that I have to do. Work to become more authentic. There's a native teaching that says, you were born into the circle of life with your own medicine. Walk in your own footsteps. You were born into the circle of life with your own medicine. Your life carries gifts that are only yours. And when you keep constantly changing yourself because someone told me I was not right, someone told me I was a little off, I was too much, right? I needed to calm myself down. Then when we stop doing that, then guess what? The world loses the medicine you came here to bring. Your authenticity is a little medicine pouch for the earth, for the world, for humanity. And when we hide that, we take away who we are as a healing force on the planet. We need to remember our soul's inherent worth. Let me ask you something. What is this baby missing? Does this baby need anything to be perfect? Nothing. This baby is missing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that baby is a symbol of the soul's perfection. We all came in as that little baby. We all came in. We all were the face that someone cooed over, right? And then we cover it up with experience and maturity and growth and education and expectations. We cover up divine essence with worries, with misunderstandings, with ego, with fear. And that soul clarity that seems so easy to accept when looking in the eyes of a newborn is still within you. It has never disappeared. It is the life force within you. We spend most of our lives forgetting, covering up the soul's perfection. If I teach nothing else in my life, if my entire ministry came down to one thing and someone got, you know what, from Deb, I learned that I am pure and perfect in the essence of my being. My work here is done, right? That is the lesson. So many of our worries come from forgetting what is already true, that our worth is inherent. We don't earn it. We don't have to get the job performance review. We just came in with it. We have it. Thomas Merton wrote, "To be a saint means to be myself." Bringing my own medicine to the world. Not perfect, not impressive, not something holy or sacred, not the guru on a hill or so, just authentic and true. Just authentic, right? Your body is the temple. You are the God within. So historically, and still in India, the temple was not a place to go show off your new outfit and sing on the praise team, right? The temple was the place where you came to see the God housed within. In India, you might have, all the temples are dedicated to a particular god. You'll have a Shiva temple, a Krishna temple, a Ganesha temple, a Hanuman temple, whatever. And so you have all these different temples, and you go there because the God is within there. And the first time I asked JD, my friend over there, I said, so would Hindus believe that is the God? He said, well, of course. Like I was stupid, right? Like to me, this is a symbol of some God that's like, is like Oz. In Western thought, we think like Oz, right? This is the great and powerful, I just saw Wicked this weekend. This is the great and powerful Oz, right? But it's really just some man behind a curtain. But there, he says, of course that's the God. The God is everywhere. You are the God. You bring the God with you. What a beautiful concept. And it was a thought that would have been very common during the era of Jesus, during the era of ancient Jerusalem, would have been the typical understanding. And in 1 Corinthians, this is Paulinity, not Christianity, but nonetheless, in 1 Corinthians 6:19, that's that scripture that says your body is a temple. Now, when I was a kid in youth group, they taught us that scripture so that we wouldn't smoke and we wouldn't drink and we wouldn't do impure sexual things. They didn't know we were already doing all of it. No, I'm kidding. But they were trying to get us, your body's a temple. You have to protect it. It's there to honor God, right? And so the way that they taught this to us was in a very body-focused, very temple-focused kind of way. But the real focus is right there. It's right there in the scripture. The verse says, do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you? There's another translation that says, have ye not known that your body is a sanctuary of the Holy Spirit in you? The God lives within. The sacred lives within. And that is the life force that animates your being. And so many times we focus on the outer, right? The body. Forget about that. The inner is who you are. I love this picture. I've used it before. These chains that turn into little seagulls flying there. Freedom or chains, your choice. Oh, yeah, that's really easy, Deb. Sure, just say it like that. But the truth is, it really kind of is. Wearing the coat, taking it off, your choice. Being in the cage, stepping outside of the cage, your choice. You know, I'm just not doing that anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to carry the weight of other people's expectations. Ego or soul, your choice. Fear or clear, your choice. There's a very deep exhale waiting for all of us. Right? The moment we stop performing and start living. When we're ruled by other people's expectations, everything in our life becomes a performance. I better show up this way because I want them to see the Deb that I want them to see, that I think they'll appreciate, right? We do this performance through life. When we stop managing how we appear, when we stop performing, we start becoming available for what is real. We become available for real connection. It's one of the reasons why I'm so looking forward to this Friday night. Those of you who have only been here on a Sunday morning, when you get a little bit of a moment before and a little bit of a moment after, one of the beautiful ways to build community is come together in times when we just get to hang. We just get to talk to each other. We just get to be people with each other, right? And that builds real connection. We come as our authentic selves and we build that connection. It makes us available for living a purposeful life. It makes us available for joy. I don't have to fret, right? Think about that low-level fret we carry through life all the time. What if we just got rid of it? I do it. We all do it. It's a constant work that we have to do. I'm constantly thinking about, oh, what if they think, and I stop. How many times am I adjusting how I show up? Because I think it's supposed to be a certain way, right? That's a real lesson for someone in a ministerial role. Because there's part of me that says you have to model spirituality. Some days I can't. Some days I struggle, right? Some days I don't know. I don't know anything. Other days I got it going on, man. Got it going on. And if I show up in my authentic self and demonstrate this struggle, my only goal is I hope it helps someone. I hope that what I can be, if I can show authenticity, maybe it'll help someone else. We discover that authenticity is a form of prayer, a way of saying to the world, I trust that I am everything I need to be, right? Showing up authentically is a way of saying, honoring God, honoring the Creator, right? What a form of prayer that is. We step into true freedom then. That's what we're after. We used to say years ago, there was, people think they want a house in Malibu, or people think they want all this money or all this. What people want is love, joy, and peace. That's why so many of our songs are written about love, joy, and peace. That's what they want. And then my spiritual development took me one step further from that. They're all the same thing. Freedom, that's what we want. We want to feel free, right? We want to feel free. There's a Chinese proverb that says, tension is who you think you should be, relaxation is who you are. Right? Relaxation is who you are. I have to remind myself of that all the time. I said to my sister one time, I said, you know what, I think my whole life would be better if I'd learned how to unclench my jaw. And she said, you're probably right. I got that. That was an inheritance from my father. You could see those muscles working under the skin, right, when he was mad. That jaw clenching. I have to remind myself I could unclench my jaw. People crave this feeling. People crave relaxation. Some get it through alcohol. Some get it through plant medicine or maybe sex. How many times have you ever said, you don't have to raise your hand, just say it inside? How many times have you ever been a little bit impaired by some sort of way? And you think to yourself, why can't life just be like this all the time? Right? Why can't life just feel like this all the time? It can. It really can, because the only thing that stuff does, massage, exercise, all it does is it takes down those outer barriers. And sometimes it does it in a way that's not healthy for us. Right? So the ideal thing is that we look for a way. We don't want it to create a veil. We don't want it to be an unauthentic kind of thing. The true authenticity comes from finding that within ourselves. Within ourselves. Life should be this way all the time. We have to leave our home and our job, get on a plane, fly to Cancun, lay on a raft in a pool with a Mai Tai in our hand to say, now this is the life, right? Well, I've got news for you, my friends. This is the life. This is the life that you've been given. This is the life that you are living, right? Why do I have to go halfway around the world to find the very peace that lives within me? Our natural state is relaxed, unattached to what other people might think, remembering, in fact, that what other people think is truly none of our business. Because here's the thing, approval is fragile, alignment is steady. Approval is shifting and conditional, alignment is solid and reliable. Approval is something to wish for, alignment is something to be. Approval is imprisoning, and alignment is always freeing. So when we start to trade admiration for integrity, when we change popularity for presence, when we change performance for truth, we find the courage to walk through the world with our unedited selves, open, grounded, and free. Open, grounded, and free. Say that with me. Open, grounded, and free. That's who we claim. That's what we claim. That's who we are, even with our family. So I have homework for you this week. If showing compassionate service to others is a way to heal ourselves, sometimes we may not be able to easily let go of the scripts that are running in our own mind, the little things someone said to us. So let's not worry about that right now. Let's start with saying, maybe I could help rewrite someone else's script. We may not know what their script currently says, but we know what we want to hear. And we know that when we serve others with compassion, we heal ourselves. So putting all of those together, we find that saying kind words heals you and me. It's another great thing. We could take care of this on Friday night, as a matter of fact, when we have the time to talk to each other a little bit more. But you could possibly even do this homework today before you left here, have it done like I used to do when I had a healthy sense of urgency as a student, right? You look nice. I love your smile. You always know what to do. You are so funny. I always feel a sense of calm around you. You seem to lighten up the room just by walking in. How about this one? I noticed you during the service, and I thought, I want to meet that person. Right? What a simple way to help rewrite someone's script. Who knows? Maybe you can get it done before you leave here today. Maybe you can come Friday night. You can get it done there. And maybe in the meantime, while you're healing someone else, just might heal yourself. Try it. See. That's all I got. Bye. Namaste.
I've always thought one of the most fascinating things about being human is the fact that we are born into this world as this perfect divine child. And then somewhere along the way, we realize that, oh my goodness, I need to really work on my spiritual path so that I can get back to being that divine child that I was born as. You know, what a divine paradox, what a uniquely human thing that is. But, you know, that's the reason we exist, right? That's the reason that there is a Many Paths Spiritual Center, right? So I am grateful for Many Paths Spiritual Center, and I'm grateful for all of you being here today to bring your energy to play with mine, right? I want to remind everybody that we have a fun week coming up. Friday night we have our get-together, so please show up for that. We do need people to sign up to bring items to eat and drink and snack on, just little finger foods and stuff like that. I envision this room with people having little drinks in their hands and little plates in their hands and just fellowshipping with each other, enjoying each other's company, having fun with each other. I'm already looking forward to it. So sign up there for food or beverage. We're going to need that, and we will see you then, and really excited about that. So Tuesday, the What's Happening newsletter comes into your email. Please sign up for that if you haven't already. I'll remind you that the blue vase is there for your paper donations, and the PayPal QR code, say that 3 times fast, QR code, right there for your PayPal donations. And if we don't have anything else, let's all stand up together and say our closing prayer. I'm going to get you started on that. Together, may I stay true to the path that leads me to the light that might shine. May my light provide help and kindness to others on their journey. May I bring peace to every situation and love to all beings. May my heart remain centered in what is sacred to my soul. And so it is. I'm grateful. I am grateful for another day of living. Grateful for a new chance to forgive. Grateful to receive life's many blessings. And I'm grateful for the love I have to give. I am grateful for another day of living. I am grateful for a new chance to forgive. Grateful to receive life's many blessings. And I'm grateful for the love I have to give. Yes, I'm grateful for the love I have to give. And so it is. Have a great week.